is a text message worth to you? Time off work? A day in court? A life? Of yourself? Of another? Let's take a closer look at distracted driving. See how distracted driving can be prevented. Distracted driving, we will define that, provide facts about distraction crashes, tell you about the Department of Transportation and its efforts. Merriam-Webster defines distracted as unable to think about or pay attention to something, unable to concentrate. Distracted driving is any activity that could divert a person's attention away from primary task of driving. There are many things that distract us from driving. Eating, personal grooming, talking to someone else in the car, or an electronic device. Many times, this is a person's cell phone. The reason that texting on a phone is considered the most dangerous of these tasks is it requires visual, manual, and cognitive attention from the driver. When we think about the visual distraction, it makes you look away from the road to look at that device. The manual, it makes you take your hands off the wheel to manipulate the phone. The cognitive, you're thinking about something other than the roadway right in front of you. The Cellular Telecommunication Industry Trade Group, CTIA, said that, and some of these numbers might surprise you. In December of 2014, there were 169.3 billion text messages sent per month. That number went down slightly as of December 2015 to 156.7. Now, whether or not these numbers are in conjunction with one another, I'll leave that up to you to see what you think about that. But in December 2014, there were 15.4 billion multimedia messages per month. In December 2015, that number went up to 19.8. So if the lack in text messages was changed over to multimedia, we don't know that for certain, but there was an increase in those messages. As of December 2015, there were 377.9 million cell phone subscriber connections. Not users, but devices. So along with that, NOPUS, the National Occupant Protection User Survey, said that at any moment in daylight time across America, approximately 660,000 drivers would be using a cell phone or electronic device. The average time that a person has their eyes off the road when using a text message is 5 seconds. During that 5 seconds, when traveling at 55 miles per hour, a person would cover the length of a football field while blindfolded. Think of what could happen when traveling the distance of a football field. The traffic fatalities increased the largest percentage in the year of 2015, according to NHTSA. And that number went up to 35,092 fatalities from 32,744 in 2014. This is the largest increase in over 50 years. The increase from 1965 to 1966 was 7.1%. The local laws here in Illinois are a primary law, which means that you can be ticketed by a law enforcement officer without having any other traffic violation. That there is a complete ban on the use of cell phones for bus drivers and novice drivers. Novice drivers are under the age of 19. There's a ban on texting for all drivers, and there is a ban on use of cell phones in school zones. There is a ban on handheld devices for all drivers of any age. We have discussed the definition of distracted driving, facts for distraction crashes, and the fatality statistics, and the Illinois distraction driver laws. The former U.S. Transportation Secretary, Ray LaHood, said, "Distracted driving is a problem on America's roadways. You see it every day. Drivers swerving in their lanes, stopping at green lights, running red ones, or narrowly missing a pedestrian because they have their eyes and minds on their phones instead of the road. I ask you, the next time that you get in the car, Will you park your phone? Thank you. I have to show my audience.